my lovely gems. Okay, so I did promise that I was gonna come back. Okay, I took my top of I did promise that I was gonna come back, so I have to come back because I have to keep up with my promises. And I'm gonna go to bed after this because I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting tired, but I have to keep up my promises. So I'm like, what should I talk about today? Honestly, I didn't really know. This was on a whim because I actually watched a video today just talking about why men don't like women that are into astrology. And you guys should check out the video. Her name is Sass. I subscribed to her. I actually reposted one of her videos on my community post quite some time ago. S-A-S-S. Please check out her channel. Like amazing, amazing content that I would recommend for anyone. So yeah, this is gonna be a short video. Like I said before, it's getting late over here. It's literally 22:10. Let me just move this here. Hello, hello, hello. Right. I'm just gonna go straight into the video. So at a time, men were actually one of the first people to study astrology back in the days. And men were one of the first people to study astrology because astrology was connected, one of the same to astronomy. I used to be such a big fan of astronomy when I was younger. But anyways, yeah, so it was mostly men. And a lot of time back then, especially with education, it was mostly men as well that were educated. I'm not saying women weren't, and I'm also not saying women getting my tea. Also not saying women weren't involved in astrology back then, but it was mainly the men. I'm gonna have a drink of my tea. I'm drinking mugwort and Damiana because, like I said, I'm preparing to go to bed. So mugwort is really good for your dreams. I've been taking mugwort, and it really helps a lot in getting your dreams back if you forget your dreams. And then Damiana is great for like sensual energy and beauty as well, and good for dreams too. Hi, Claudia. Okay, so I have my notes. Have to your questions. So this is my pen. Okay. Yeah, so astrology was tied to astronomy and astrology at the same time. And in ancient Greece, it was considered part of a sacred science. So men put astrology and science together at a time. And I know this is quite strange because nowadays, if you were to go up to a man and be like, what's your star sign? He's gonna be like, what? I don't know. He's gonna pretend like he doesn't know, but he knows. Like it irritates them a lot. And it's funny because they used to study this. And it's kind of like they were the ones that took themselves out of that. But I'm gonna get there. Okay, I'm gonna get there. So yes, so women were involved in astrology, but the thing is, women were more the intuitive side. Women were more folk astrology, herbalism, dream interpretation, and then men were very like just to the point, Like they didn't really know how to, because even with a chart, like when you look at a birth chart, you have to be intuitive. Like that's why I don't really trust male readers. I don't really trust male readers when it comes to birth charts. I don't know. I just want to be paying a male reader for my birth chart. Oh, my hair's getting stuck on my gems because you have to have a flexible mind to look at a chart. How do you spell the T to get your dreams back? Mugwort. You know what? Usually I have my lives open on my Mac. I'll just sign into my other account and write it down. Or just like comment it down below. Comment it down below. You can't hear me? Can you guys hear me? I think, are they trolling? Okay. So next point. So especially scientists like Galileo, and I know I spoke about Galileo previously, but these type of people wanted to just bring in logic. Like they wanted to bring in logic. They didn't want to bring in intuitive like beliefs, intuitive thinking. So this is when science was coming in. So during the age of Enlightenment, which was around 16,000 to 18,000, this is when they started calling astrology like a pseudoscience because they couldn't actually prove it. So this is when they had to just prove things. And then I was doing my research on this, and then I was just in my mind, I was thinking, Age of Enlightenment, 16,000 to 18,000. By any chance, were they pushing religion during the 16,000? You know me, I'm gonna. Yes. So it came up. This is around the time they were pushing religion. So in the Protestant country, like majority Protestant countries like Germany and England, the church banished all things mysticism. They didn't want it anymore. And they just wanted logical things. So yeah, because they wanted purity. So they said like the mysticism wasn't pure. So they're just breaking it down. And now, now it's funny because fast forward to now, a lot of women. So, basically, so that was the crackdown. They're having a crackdown on divination, mysticism, and goddess worship. So remember, before the Age of Enlightenment, it was big on goddess worship. So, but the men were mainly the astrologers. Cool. So then with the not pseudoscience, sorry, Age of Enlightenment, that's when they cracked down on goddess worship, and that's when they're pushing Christianity. I'm not sure about the other religions. I didn't actually search that deep for this day. So yeah, and yeah. So fast forward to now, a lot of women are really like being leaders in astrology, in spirituality, in mysticism, and they don't like it. But it's like you guys used to run this. Why is it now that women are running it? You don't like it. What's going on? Hi, Ivy. Hi, Claudia. Neville Goddard. What? That's so random. Okay, so I was talking about. Let me read the comments. Okay, okay. Someone goes, is paganism and divination something that African Americans slash Black people are inclined to? Yeah. So, in Africa, like in West Africa, Nigeria, they had their own cosmology, and they still kind of use it to this day. I don't really know much about it, guys. It's very secretive. Like I don't know about African astrology, but I just know that they were very big on it. And in Asia too, guys. I follow Vedic. I'm not too deep into it, but like that's kind of what I use because just more detail. It's way more detail Vedic, and that's I think that's Southeast Asia Hinduism. I think yeah. So another reason why men don't like women studying astrology now is ego. So a lot of men don't like that we can kind of like suss them out because they want to have dominance and they want to have control. But with astrology, it's basically you're telling them that like the stars are in control of them and they don't like that because a lot of them are taught to be in control themselves. Oh, Ivy, I follow Vedic too. It's much more accurate. Yes, it's way more accurate. So basically, what got me into Vedic is like I have one of the moon signs that's just firstly, it's like one of the rarest moon signs. I have one of the rarest moon signs. Okay. So then I would go around. There was this friend I used to have, and she said she was a Cap Moon. And then I have a sister that's Cap Moon. They don't act like me. One thing about me, I'm very self-aware in how I act. I know who I am. That friend did not act like me. I was starting to get offended. Come to find out, when I did Vedic astrology, she was a Purva Ashada, and then the other one's a Mula. Of course, they don't act like me. I'm a Torah Ashada. So yeah, Vedic, Vedic will have you tightening, holding your pearls when you look at your birth chart because it's that in detail. And astrology is amazing for like your gifts. Like it will really show you what you what your powers are. For example, like I have Moon conjunct K2, so I have a lot of psychic abilities. Guys, I was gonna do like a quick collective read, but I'm a bit tired. I'm a bit tired. I'll probably come back on live tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, and then I'll do a read. And you can book a reading down below on my Stan store. I do love readings, general readings. I do destiny swapping consultation, guidance, and ritual. I also do dream interpretations and more. We all have psychic abilities, yeah, but on what spectrum though? Like when I say that, it's like I can I can hear people's thoughts. Like I know what people are saying. I know what people are doing. I know people's intentions with me. Like this is what I say as in psychic. But I have to pretend to be normal sometimes. Like even when people come to me, like I know what they want. I know when they're lying. I know when they're just trying to say I know I see it. I see through it. If you think I don't, I see right through you. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to say like a lot of women should dive into astrology to help yourselves. Um, I always talk a lot about knowing thyself, knowing who you are. And this is a perfect tool in knowing who you are. Hey, girl, hey. And if you actually look at the Bible, there's actually parts of it where it talks about the zodiac. For example, the 12 disciples are the 12 zodiac signs. And when the three wise men were following the star, you know, the three wise men were following the star. I think people just don't like people don't break things down. So I love when you guys get on here and you just help me with my views. And even like well, this doesn't have to do with astrology, to be honest. This is like to do with the crystals. Because I was saying this to a friend. Do you know they mention crystals in the Bible? I think most people like know this, but like Aaron's breastplate, it talks about make having armor, a chest of armor of like sapphire, amethyst, lapis lazuli, and different type of crystals to protect yourself and to protect your heart because they have a certain type of frequency that they're emitting. Yes, incense and spiritual herbs too. Yeah. Was it someone commented on my last live? Because I was watching it over. No, no, I think I read it about Esther having to bathe bath for a year. I'm not sure if I replied to that. But yeah, they talk about spiritual baths. They talk about incense. And the thing is, um, a lot of people that have a lot of fear, they fear incense. Like sometimes ever see when people are like, what's that smell? But it's an incense. That's how I know like your spirit is disturbed. Because incense are amazing tool in clearing the air and clearing the air to avoid any bad spirits coming into your home or being around you. Because this is the thing, there's actually spirits all around us all the time. So you have to make sure that they're good, you're good spirits. That's why you have to make sure your frequency is high. So you're not inviting low frequency spirits onto you. That's why when you're depressed, that's why when you're sad, you have bad thoughts because your frequency is low. And the negative spirits are giving you these downloads. Because we're not really thinking, guys, we're listening. We don't think, we listen. Are my gems asleep? To be honest, it is late. To be it is late. But I wanted to come on. Like I did promise to come on, and I want to answer some of your questions. Which spiritual herbs? I don't. Huh? Oh, thank you, Ivy, for hiding some people. Yes. The power is within you. God and I are the one. Exactly. Because you're made in the image of God. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Like, guys, let's use some common sense. Look, this Damiana is making me so chill. This is why I love Damiana, guys. It makes you so chill. And Margwort, like, I love it. So Damiana is Damiana. Yeah, so we're made in in the image of God, which obviously means like if your parent is something, does that not mean that's also you? You're made in the image. So that also means that you are a God. And also it says that ye are gods. Like that's literally a verse there. Ye are gods. But I feel like some people, what they do is, oh, it had the little g, so it means that I'm not a god. No, 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 no. That's the trick. That's the loophole that they're trying to get you. Like, duh, you're not the Almighty. Duh, we know that. But you're obviously still a god. You have power. But a lot of people are afraid. A lot of people are afraid of their power. And do you know what's so funny? God actually wants people to empower themselves. Like, God doesn't want people to just be weak and just be like always looking for saving. Like, at some point, you have to save yourself. And that is actually when you start awakening the God in you. It's like you have to work together with the creator. Literally, Mary put frankincense and myrrh oil on Jesus. Oh, I literally even forgot about that. Frankincense and myrrh. Why did that even come to my mind? Yes, frankincense and myrrh. Frankincense in general is really good for your frequency. Like, guys, get frankincense and light it up, and your home is gonna feel, you can feel it. Like, you can feel the cleanliness in the air. That's why they use it in the Catholic Church all the time. The Catholic Church, they love their incense, they love their candles, they love their bells. We are in heaven and hell on this planet Earth, and we have the choice of being good or bad. Yeah, we have the choice of being good or bad because we have free will, and we have our lower self and our higher self. And yeah, heaven and hell is a state of mind. Some people are living in hell right now, some people are living in heaven. Oh, I think I'm late on the comments, sorry. Yeah, spirits all around us. This is actually a prison made to look like heaven. Yeah, Earth is like a prison. Like, we came back in through the light. It's like a school. We all came here with unfinished business on Earth, and you're gonna keep coming back again and again and again until you learn it. Your birthday is a reincarnation day. Not birthday. It's your reincarnation day. I'm buying Damiana mugwort. You convince me. Yeah, do take it, take it. Some people mix their mugwort. Like, sometimes I just take it by itself because like I can handle it. But if you can't handle it, then mix it. But I literally only mixed it today because I wanted that Damiana vibe. And do you have crazy dreams? Because they're gonna be even more vivid. You wouldn't make a prison unwelcoming. You would make it no, but the universe is beautiful. The only that what made it seem ugly or like a prison is the people. It's people that are, like, they're not at the highest self and they're in a hell state. That's what makes it worse. Like, if let's be real, if most people were enlightened, if more people were operating highly, then it wouldn't be as bad. At a point in time, it wasn't like that. God is nothing separate from us. We are God. Yeah, but look, I'm African, so I believe in an Almighty. I don't. I'm not. I unsubscribe from Christianity. Like, I don't believe that you need a middleman to connect with God. Like, that's what I believe. I don't need a middleman to connect with God. Yes, I'm also God, and there's also a Creator. Who do you think created this earth? You? And no one's saying God is like a man in the sky. It's source. It's source energy. I think that's where a lot of people get confused when they start like deconstructing. Like certain people, they think like, oh, there's just no, it's like nothing. There's no source or anything like that, which is not true. Yeah. Okay. Yes, we are God. We are spiritual, powerful beings. Yes. How I was saying that like the spirits all around us, we're also a spirit. The only difference is we have a human experience. Like we have this human vessel. That's the only difference. Yes, that's what Jesus was actually trying to tell us. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, look, and a lot of people don't know how to read the Bible like that. They're not there yet. We're stuck in human form, not forever. What if you reach the point of nirvana? You should get into alchemy so you don't come back here. I think it's naive to assume what happens after this life. Okay, never mind. Did you know they took out the bells because demons don't like the sound of the frequencies? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't know they took out the bell because of that, but I did hear that low negative spirits, they hate the sound. They hate it. You're going to keep coming back until you realize that you're spiritual being and you don't belong here. As long as you're stuck and attached to your human form, you will never be free. Yes, you have to be conscious. You have to be enlightened. Once you're enlightened, you're like, whoa, like it all comes together. I'm a Christian, but I don't believe in Jesus. I think Jesus was teaching us what we can do, what he can do. We're like a Christ consciousness. Yeah. You know the whole thing about that, like just the Christus oil going back to the pineal gland, guys. He was just an enlightened master, like an enlightened teacher, not someone to like worship, someone to learn from. What do you think the point of the human experience even is, especially for those who experience a lot of trauma? See, the thing with the universe is like the universe doesn't work like, not to be mean or anything, but like the universe works in frequency and it doesn't really have like good and bad. See, that's why good and bad is actually so toxic. So a lot of times it's to they're lessons. Like a lot of the time it can be a lesson, it can be past life, it can be karma, it can be anything. It can be anything. Sometimes you can be born in a bad area. Let's say you're born in like a place of poverty because you needed that. Like you would not be who you are if you did not grow up in that place. The way the universe works is so strange. And the funny thing is, sometimes you can choose this. Like your spirit can choose it. Some people they don't understand, so they keep repeating the cycle and they stay as a victim. Let me tell you something: the universe does not want you to be a victim. As as tough as what it is that you went through, it does not want you to be a victim or stay there, like stay as a victim. Hmm. I love your makeup. Thank you. It's like nearly off now. It's been on the whole day. I can't wait to take it off. Also, guys, search like Saturn. Search Saturn worship. Like for the people I keep saying, like, we're in this prison, we're in this prison. Like, search Saturn. Why they love the Saturn symbolism. It's all to do with that. Yes, he knew the rules of the Kabbalah. Oh, it makes sense because if you experience trauma, you will develop certain behaviors and tendencies and then walk in that frequency and attract it. I guess everyone's on their own life path. Exactly. Everyone's on their own life path. That's why you cannot look for validation. That's why you can't compare yourself to other people because you are on your own road. You are you and your highest self. That's it. Don't be looking at what other people are doing. Don't be looking there. Don't be looking. You're going to lose. And that is actually what most people do. Even like what I started talking about like with envy and things. That envy doesn't make sense to me because you're just looking at what someone else is doing, but you need to you are your own biggest competition. You could get yourself like to your goal if you just focus on your highest self instead of focusing on other people because that's not going to give you the answer. Think about how like you've even gotten yourself out of a situation or things like that. You had to like connect with yourself and talk to your highest self, not connect to someone's higher self. You can't do that. It's personal. I know, for example, with me, the things I went through in life, I wouldn't be who I am today. I would not. That's why I love alchemy because that's what we're meant to do. If I stayed in that hurt, if I stayed in that pain, I wouldn't even be talking to you guys today. I would still be that weak little chickling. I wouldn't be talking. We're constantly meant to evolve, growing pains. Yes, it's painful, but that's what we're meant to do. Earth is not meant to be perfect. Earth is not meant to be Earth is like growing is not meant to just be like easy. Like you're meant to evolve. That's the whole thing. Evolution. Evolution is now. They talk a lot about evolution, like how we evolved in history. But they don't talk about evolving in like now. We're meant to evolve now. But they want to distract you and talk about how we used to be monkeys and things like that. Bro, okay, that's in the past. Evolve now, but they want people to stay stuck in their root in their blocked root chakra. They want people to stay stuck in frequencies of fear, frequencies of shame, guilt. What's they? Yeah, Jesus was an alchemist. Yeah, he was. He was. He was. There's a lot. There's a lot of different alchemists. What? They took and destroyed the bells. There are no bells in the USA. Really? But some churches still have bells and it sounds amazing when it rings. Huh. Wow. Do you see? Hmm. I actually love the late night chats, to be honest. It's quite like cool. Yeah, I'm just answering questions. Yeah. Yeah, because I promised that I was gonna come back and I have to keep up my promises. And it helps me. It helps like with the muscle, me build this muscle of like going on live and speaking. And I learn, like even when you guys I come in here, answer your questions, it keeps my mind sharp. As a Gemini, I love that. There's good and bad frequency. Yes, there are lessons, but depends on how you use those lessons. Yeah, but change frequency though to good because I used to say that good and bad. No, good and bad. It's negative and high. It's low and high, like a positive and a negative charge. Think science, guys. Let's break it down to science. Like this, let's stop using good and bad. That's religious talk. This is science. Do you see the difference when you say good and bad and how that can control people to act a certain way versus when you just say a positive and a negative charge or low and a high state? What is bad? What is good? Because sometimes you have to tap into your higher self. We're not meant to be good. We're not meant to just be like this one monolith. No. Sometimes you can tap into your higher self to get something done. I mentioned it on my TikTok. when you watch a movie and there's like an angel on the right side and the devil on the left side, and the devil's talking to them, or the angel, we have that. That's just your highest self and your lower self. When that guy texts you and then you know you shouldn't be talking to him, and your higher self is like, don't reply back, but then your lower state is like, oh, well, you haven't had someone in a while. This is not about me. I'm just doing an example because me, I haven't had someone in a long time. So that's you tapping into your lowest self. Your desires. Not always a bad thing, but you shouldn't stay there. You shouldn't be ruled by that. That's why, you guys, it's important to also like learn about your chakras. Do you know chakras are very important? For example, I learned this today too. A lot of women have fibroids because of a messed up chakra. A lot of women are tired. A lot of women have IBS. A lot of women get sick all the time because they have a blocked, bang-jaxed root chakra. Lower back pain, root chakra. Low on money, root chakra. You feel unsafe, root chakra. Yeah, some people can go left, some people can go right. Yeah. Earth is perfect, humans are not. Earth is not even perfect though. I mean, it depends because everything is intentional. Like, Earth is perfectly made in a way. I get what you're saying. But it's like this universe is made from numbers. Like it's made. It's all down to number. It's a code. Like everything is a certain way, but humans have free will. They're not like coded. The universe is like coded. Revolved by the Indians. What them? Another. Misty Robin, the Catholic, went in with missionaries and were so racist, so abusive. There was a revolt by the Indians who slaughtered them. The church left and other Christian religion dominated. Oh. Yeah, I've heard similar stories about that. Yeah, they did the same. Did I tell you guys about this book? Um, is it here? Oh, okay. The deconstruction of the black civilization. It's a bit dirty. It goes into that, like what they did, the Arabs and the Europeans. It's a very sad book. Like, if you're not ready for your eyes to be open, just don't read it. Like even me, sometimes, like even I'm strong. Like I'm strong, but even when I read it, sometimes I'm like, whoa, girl, gotta meet your needs. Earth is balanced but not perfect. Yeah, I like that. I like that because like yin and yang. There's two like it's two sides, but it's not perfect. You know, there's a lightness, there's a dark side, but it balances itself. The natural disasters will balance it to the nice sunset on the horizon. You know, how do you reverse that? You're low on money chakra, like a blocked root chakra. You have to have boundaries. You have to learn how to have boundaries, okay? You have to learn how to feel safe in your body. You have to do meditation. You have to go on walks, walk, move, because it's this lower area here. And for women, it's the womb. A lot of time, the root chakra is the womb. So you're going to have painful periods. That's why I was talking about the fibroids. A lot of women are struggling with this. I used to. I used to. I also did a bath, but my bath, I wasn't even focusing directly on the root chakra, but I had a bath and I was doing other things. I was doing other things for my root chakra, but it wasn't just the bath, okay? So I think the water just like was the like icing on the cake. And then I had a dream to confirm it. Yeah. Like a guy was on like this red plank in my dream. And then he like He like went down the plank, like he broke the plank, as in like I broke free from the blockage. Because I know how to decode dreams, like guys. Okay. Um, so yeah, I broke free from the blockage. Yeah, that's why they have bells to keep away evil spirits. Exactly. Sometimes I will bring this like when I'm about to meditate, when I'm about to call things in, manifest, call things in, pray, I will ring this bell. Get rid of any evil spirits. Open your windows as well. Open the windows and ring the bell. Get your incense, clear the air. Incense is going to smoke out all those negative entities. Am I oh no. Why did you say Capricorn? What do you mean? You're from South Korea, Seoul? Shout out. Shout out to South Korea. Mm-mm. Where am I from? I'm from everywhere. I'm from everywhere. Guys, I think I showed you this on my last live. Look what I glued. I don't want to get too close because my makeup is like creasing. I glued my cowrie shell on my Eva eye necklace. Because cowries is another protection for evil eye. Okay, so I made a video about this already, like on my YouTube channel. It was like a repost from my spiritual TikTok. I need to do more decodes on that spiritual TikTok, honestly. But yeah, I'll do. So look how it's a squinting eye. You see? It looks like an eye that's squinting. So that's what gives it the evil eye power. And also, it's a divine feminine symbol of like the womb and the vulva. You see? Yeah. And it represents the waters as well. And then I just put it on my Nazar. I was like, let me Africanize my Nazar. So glad to see you back today, Musing Womanist. Hi, because I told you, I said I was going to come back. I'm keeping my promises. I want to be a woman of my word. And I'm a Capricorn moon, okay? Like, I know I say that every time, but I have to represent for the Capricorns because there's not a lot of us out there. And I feel like integrity is such a big thing with me, and respect and standard. So I want to keep up a certain standard and integrity and respect because I hold that for other people too. Like, what? You know what song I've been obsessed with? That Beyonce song. Oh, what's it called again? It's not even come to my head. um. Oh, you missed what I said about painful periods. Yes. So a lot of women can suffer from painful periods because the period area is where the root chakra is in a woman's body. And when your root chakra is blocked, when it's just out of whack, it can cause fibroids, painful periods, really bad lower back pain. And because you don't feel safe. And there's a block, like there's a block with money, there's a block with safety. It could even be like you could have trauma. This is the thing with chakras, guys. It could block because maybe something at home happened when you're really young and you just never unpacked it. Or maybe you were embarrassed. Maybe something happened to you and you're just like, it's blocked. Also, ladies, you know, another way that your chakra can get blocked is when you're dealing with men, when you're having sex. So let's say you're having sex with a man and he's not emotionally stable, he's not financially stable. What do you think that's going to do to the root chakra? Oh, yeah, that's another thing that root chakra is emotions as well. Like a lot of women, like if you're not emotionally grounded and stable, that's a sign that your root chakra is blocked. Fear. Whoo, how can I forget fear? That's one of the biggest. Why do you think on the map of consciousness, fear and shame are red, representing the root chakra? And the higher you go up, it goes purple. So a lot of women do carry shame. I know I did make a video about this, but you have to release the shame. You have to release the fear. Fear and shame are blocking your money, are blocking your stability, are blocking you being grounded. And it shows up in physical pain. It shows up in physical illnesses, in sickness. If you're sick all the time, it's because there's something that you have shame about or fear. But one thing about me, I try my best to be unapologetically me. That's the heart space. So I'm very vulnerable with you guys. I just say what I want to say. Throat chakra. So I've aligned all my chakras. I've aligned them. I did the work. Because it's not just meditation. I think maybe I need to do another live about chakras. I'll probably change the title to this to like astrology and chakras. A lot of people don't talk about this, but to unblock your chakra, you have to do the practical action that comes with the chakra. To unblock your throat, what do you have to do? You have to speak. I used to have a blocked chakra, throat chakra, because I had like, immigrant parents sometimes. They can be controlling and just silence you, and that's how I grew up. And obviously, see how the way I think. When I was a kid, I was just saying things. My parents would be like, "Shut up, shut up," like "Shut up." So I didn't really have a voice, but now I do. My voice used to be so tight, but I had to keep talking, and then like sacral chakra, to unblock that. If you feel like, okay, if you're doing something that's creative, which I hope you guys are doing something that is creative, okay? Okay? You're not just coming home from your 9 to 5 and you're going to, oh, did you see the orb for confirmation? You're not just coming home from your work and then that's it. I want you to create something. It can be anything, anything. Like it's actually an abundance of what you can create. So start doing that. And it's going to start unblocking your sacral chakra. And then when you do that, you're going to have more creative ideas and more and more and more. So a lot of people, they want to actually, maybe some people, they want to start a business, but they don't even know how. That's to do with your root and your sacral chakra blocked all the way off. But yeah, let me continue with the comments. You need to control it, not feed it. Yeah. How to alchemize fear. Okay, how to alchemize fear is the best thing I would do is first you have to dismantle why you fear it. What is there to fear? You have to kind of make the core belief shaky because your core belief is trying to hold on to something that may not even be true. So you need to disapprove of that. And then once you disapprove of that, you need to now transmute that to, you can transmute it to anything really that you like. Like you can transmute it to love. What about, it depends on what you do though. Yeah, you can transmute it to love because love and fear is the opposite. Like it's literally the opposite. So operate out of love. What if it goes right? Because your brain is just focusing on the negative. What if I actually love what I do? What if I actually receive good back? Because I'm just speaking generally because I don't know what it is that you're doing. I could have let fear consume me. Guys, anyone that you look up to right now, think of who you look up to. Think of, there's one person that you look up to. Imagine they never did what they're doing now because of fear. But what did they do? They focused on the love. Maybe with their passion. Maybe they had a passion for it, so they focused on the love for it. Maybe they're a healer. Maybe they love people. Because with me, I love teaching. I love helping people. So my fears, that's gone because I want to help people more than my fear. So you need to break it down. You can have radicalized acceptance. Just accept who you are. Just accept it. Validate yourself. Why would I have dreams of an ex? It depends. What were you doing in the dream? What were you doing? It can actually be multiple things. Like it's not just like, because some people will say, "Oh, because you're not over them." No, subconscious mind is not just. It doesn't work just like that. Like, sometimes if you're having dreams of an ex, sometimes it can just mean like you're craving love at the time, or craving, if you haven't had someone in a while, craving that in this time. It doesn't necessarily mean like it's about that guy. And it also depends on what is happening in that situation. Okay, someone actually messaged me for dream interpretation. Also, guys, the links are down below for if you want one too. She had a dream, and her she was in the house with an ex, and the roof was falling down. No, the roof was leaking. It was raining outside, and the roof was leaking with water, and then the house flooded, and he was there in the house. And then, like 2 weeks after or 3 weeks after, they broke up. And I was like, yeah, because think about it, the house is the body, the soul is you. That's what the house represents in dreams. And then the ceiling, the roof, like I see that as like the chakra, crown chakra, right? A leak, water. I feel like that's a download. Like it's a download, and it's also a problem because it's the leak from the roof. It's breaking down. The house is flooded. It's like this. I feel like it's a problem you're ignoring, and it's a divine message. And I was like, yeah, that's what it is. You just had a premonition that he was gonna leave. That's it. Because she said, oh, he left me, but he never said anything. He just ghosted her. Yeah, your brain is warning you of the problem that's happening. And I wouldn't be surprised if she was from the waters. How to transmute sadness? You need to. Huh. I wouldn't even say to happiness because I feel like that's way too high. But I feel like with sadness, you may have to transmute that to peace. To peace, to radicalize acceptance, to hope. I think that's the first step, actually, hope. I think the first step to transmuting sadness is hope and courage. You have to have the courage to want to change, want to come out of that sadness, right? And then courage is taking yourself up a notch on the frequency scale. And then once you're at courage, then you're gonna be like, oh, I feel good, like because your frequency is up. And then you can have hope. And then once you have hope and you're up again, so your frequency is higher. So then you may actually start receiving, like you may start receiving things may actually start getting better. And then once things start getting better, you may start feeling like at peace or just neutral, like you're just neutral to your environment. So kind of like a bit numb. A bit numb. It's like it is what it is. Because guys, that's how I got out of rock bottom. Check out my video. I don't think I was talking about alchemy back then though. But I was at rock bottom at the time. I also was like, okay, cool. If I'm at rock bottom, and you know how the pendulum swings, like the law of rhythm in alchemy, Hermeticism, universal law, right? That means the only way is up. So that means how down bad I am right now, the only way is up. And I was right because I was so depressed. I was so broke. I was so sad. I was so I was at rock bottom. And now look where I am. Obviously, I still have so much yet, like I have so much more to receive. But I feel like I've come so far in just like a year. And honestly, it's mentally as well. Another thing I'm gonna say is because I actually mentioned this in my rock bottom video. When you're sad, volunteer. When I was at rock bottom, I was volunteering at soup kitchens. Help people. Go to a homeless shelter. Help women. Help domestic women that suffer from domestic violence. Help children that don't have a home. Go and visit them. Look at people that are suffering. And then you'll have that in your mind that, wow, okay, damn, I'm grateful. You have that, you have it in your mind, like I'm grateful. And that's what you need to hold on to is gratitude. I missed so many comments. Okay. Dysregulated human cycle, da da da. Yeah, okay. The dysregulation of women's cycle is a direct attack on our collective manifestation abilities. Yeah, it is. Okay, and do you know what? I was talking to a friend actually. The male trees, all the trees are male trees, and I feel like that has a lot to do with like the women's body because we're breathing that in. By the way, feminine trees produce fruit. So as you know, when you're walking on the street, you're not seeing a tree with fruit, right? So they plant male trees, and male trees produce pollen. So for anyone that has hay fever, blame the government for that. They could be producing female trees that produce fruit, but they're planting male trees that produce pollen. And I honestly believe it has an effect on people because it has an effect people with hay fever. So imagine what they're not telling us, because the medical industry is misogynistic as F. Okay, so they don't really study the women's anatomy like that. Because let's be real, if men were to suffer from um, endometriosis and PCOS, they would have a cure like that. That explains why I don't even have a period that I'm burning anymore. Develop autoimmunity. Yeah, yeah. Okay, this is really interesting. Oh, I'm glad that you find this interesting. You think you're getting early menopausal. Look into herbs. Look into herbs that can help prevent that. I don't know one now on top of my head, but guys, there's a lot of herbs that can help. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the comments again. Yes, emotional trauma from childhood can literally manifest as early menstruation or irregular pain periods. Energetic waste dumped in exchange for creator energy also causes this too. Yes. Oh, because someone, who was it? Was it Tech? Was it Tech? You said in my last live, you're like, any books for women to raise their frequency. There's actually a book that I literally forgot to mention. And it goes in hand with your comment. Ignore my hair, guys. I need to get new extensions. A bit dusty. Okay, it's called Sacred Women. Screenshot this book because women, you need it, especially my Black women, ethnic women. Please get this book. It will tell you everything, the meditations to do for your womb. Okay, this is what I learned from this book. Okay, that really helped me out. Talk to your womb to release what you've been through, because like you said, it's holding on to that trauma. And when I started talking to my womb, I started having like less painful periods. Another thing is, I posted this like ages ago, like on my Snapchat. I don't even use Snapchat anymore, so that's how long ago it was. But only any of the Irish people that watch me probably see it. So I would. Oh, look, I was just gonna talk about this. So these are some of the positions that you do for your womb to release. You know which one I love? It's the one where you put your legs up in the air. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Didn't we used to do this as kids? We literally used to do this as kids for fun. That's really good for releasing any energy that's stored in there. But yes, I was saying also your diet. Like, and I'm not saying you have to completely cut out meat forever. But there was a point, guys, where I didn't eat meat. I eat meat again now. But there was a point where I was vegan and I did not eat meat. And it helped a lot in like, think of it as like a fast for your womb. Guys, your womb is a different world in there. And it's up to you to study it, because these men, like I said before, the medical industry is male ran. The science industry is male ran. Okay. They're not studying this. They're not helping you. Like, even this book is written by a woman, Queen Afua. And if you're not big on reading, she has like podcasts. Some people interview her. She talks about these things. This is also where I learned about the Ankh too. So do you see how amazing this book is? Oh, and look, it goes like, see, rose oil and cinnamon oil. Oh, wait. Oh, did I put my cinnamon oil back in the kitchen? Oh, wait, no. I have it. That's so mad. Something just told me, bring your cinnamon oil. Guys, I told you I have psychic abilities. Like, I have powers. Okay. Something just told me to bring my cinnamon oil. And I opened the book and it's like, cinnamon oil. I promise you, I didn't even have a bookmark or anything on here. Recently, I've been aligning a lot. I've just been having crazy synchronicities. I've been seeing 777 everywhere. Yeah, 777 mainly. I've been seeing it like crazy, which is good. Jackpot. Okay, so to their spiritual baths, add 4 to 6 drops of essential oils to bath water along with 1 pound of sea salt. You can just like use it like your hand. Okay. Fill tub with warm water. You can use frankincense oil, eucalyptus oil, thyme oil, bergamot oil, rose oil or cinnamon oil, lavender oil, So yeah, that's for spiritual baths. You can also add other things as well, but I'm guessing this is like the best oils to use for femininity, for your womb. I love rose oil. I add it to my all the time. Thyme, I add the herbs. I don't have the oil, but I have the. Yeah, anyways, yeah, it goes into detail. Like if you want me to read more, just let me know. But I'm probably gonna get off here soon. What do you mean, chakra? Really? What are you on about? Mhm. It's only one two way to go if you're at rock bottom, and if it appears it's getting worse, then you should step back and realize whatever you were just complaining about wasn't so bad. Yeah, you have to focus on the gratitude. There's something that you can be grateful for, please, because that's where the spiral happens. Because you're not grateful. And look, and I can put my hand up and say, like, yeah, when I got into that point, because I wasn't grateful. Yes, it's annoying when things are going wrong. Yes, but you have to find something that you're grateful for, or else you're going to go down a spiral, and it's going to be worse. If you think you're sad now, if you think, oh my God, I'm so sad, I'm so depressed, my hair is falling out, things are going wrong, it's gonna get worse, especially if you know frequency and love assumption. And remember, the treaty has a delay. It needs some time to catch up. So if you're like, okay, I'm being positive, but I'm not seeing any results, or sometimes it's not just saying it, oh yeah, I'm grateful for this. Feel it, mean it. Don't just say oh yeah, I'm grateful. Obviously, you're not gonna see results because you're not feeling it. Emotions are what charge thoughts. Emotions charge things. Thoughts are just like the thing, the vessel. But your emotion is the charge, it's the electricity. Jamaican checking in. Hi. Lots of women stop getting periods after the COVID shot. Yeah, I know a girl. I used to know a girl, and yeah, she got the shot, and like her periods are really irregular, or she just doesn't have periods at all. Pollen's not going to trigger my son's asthma. Yeah, it's not good, but they keep planting male trees. This government. How do you feel about birth control? Um, hmm. Personally, personally, I first of all, birth control doesn't work for me on my frequency. I've tried it twice and it doesn't work for me. I get really sick. It lowers my frequency. So I think when you have a high frequency, it's not good for you. And I personally want to naturally have a cycle with the moon, like how most women do. Like we're connected to the moon, that's why we have 13 periods, like the 13th month that they blocked. But if you need to have birth control for your PCOS, for your cramps, if you have heavy flow, take it. Take it. Just make sure to do other things to like make sure you're walking, make sure you're going to the gym, make sure you're meditating, make sure you're just taking care of yourself. But I also, at the back of my mind, I just feel like it's like an attack on women. Like, I have to be that person, but I know some people do need it, but I'm just like, I'm like, if you're taking it just for sex, guys, just wear protection. Guys, please. Don't ruin your body like that. Take protection. Some women are taking it because they have acne, because they have fibroids, different things. But if it's just sex, please come on, man. Just don't have it. Don't have sex or wear protection. Sama, thank you for your advice. You're welcome. Guys, do you know where I can get more kaftans? More abayas, more kaftans. You know, I got this from TikTok shop, but it's sold out. Like even all the other colors just sold out, and they haven't restocked it since. I got it for a really good price. It was like £25 or £20, something like that. I got it on a sale. I think that's why they sold it out, because like I think it's actually I don't even think they're meant to drop the price down low. Black seeds, this second time someone mentioned black seed oil on my live. The person on the last live said, oh, it was my comments. No, it was my comments on TikTok. Guys, try black seed oil to remember your dreams. That's what someone said. I'm going to remember. I'm going to write that down. What percent is my phone on? Oh, my phone's on 3%. Okay. That means it's time to go. I could charge my phone, but like it makes this weird clicking noise when I don't have my microphone in for some reason. Same, 777 everywhere. What is going on? Cinnamon is the equivalent of a nuclear weapon. Really? But I love the smell. I love oils because they're so concentrated. You only need like like a little dot and it does the job. I love clove. Clove is very good for like enhancing your psychic abilities, protection. Oh my gosh, clove is so powerful for protection. Like just a little dot, and then that's it, and you'll feel it. Like you actually feel the energy. Or maybe I'm just there on my journey where I can feel it. But if you're very sensitive to energies, you can feel the frequency shift. Another thing I'm going to say real quick on my YouTube, I said on my TikTok, but any West Africans, Nigerians specifically watching this, use alligator pepper, okay? Get alligator pepper. If you're a woman, choose 7. Before you just watch, go on my TikTok, okay? It's linked down below, my spiritual TikTok. If you're religious, just don't follow my spiritual TikTok, okay? Please, because it's just I wanted a community just for spiritual people, okay? Like so you can just that's why I wanted to separate my TikTok. I still have my main account, and then I wanted to make my spiritual one because I wanted to have, a space for my community. The gym makes you anxious. Any tips? Headphones. Put in your favorite music. Put in your favorite music and go straight to the treadmill. That's what I did when I first started. I wasn't doing weights. I just went straight to the treadmill, put in my music. And if you have your phone, watch a music video and just like do it and put yourself in that video and forget people are watching you. Because I promise you, as a gym goer, we don't care. Guys, we don't care. We don't care. I promise you, like we're not watching. And if people are watching, they're freaks. They're losers. Okay, like what the heck? But yeah, start with that because you're not used to it. So it's okay. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Huh? Before you go, everyone, the ship arriving. Huh? Oh, the tariff? The ship arriving in USA in a month. Yeah, those tariffs. Oh my god, I need to because I'm coming out with more products, so I need to I'm scared about those tariffs. Okay, my phone's gonna die, guys. I'm gonna go. Because my phone is literally gonna die. It's on 1%. And I promise when my phone dies, I'm going off. I got hypervigilance in the gym. Yeah, you need to stop. Focus on the music. Watch the music video. Think about how hot you're gonna look. My ex goes, go to a different gym. Your ex goes to the gym, go to a different gym. Girls, they go to a different gym. There has more than one gym in your area. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching the live. It was so nice speaking to you all. Make sure to like the live. Make sure to check out my spiritual TikTok. All the links are going to be down below. You can book a reading with me. I do tarot, dream interpretations, and yeah. Oh, my beauty oil as well is going to be linked down below. And I think that's everything. Thank you so much for joining. I love talking to you guys, and have a blessed night, or have a good morning, or a good afternoon, depending where you are, because I have gems all over the world. Okay, so bye.